We started discussing that some weird might be happening, and we said we need to seek outside help. I asked Brian, I'm like, you remember that woman who did your taxes? Because he brings her up all the time.
I met this woman. She was like a part-time freelance accountant. She was really good at keeping things hush-hush, not really doing things by the book, which is how I do things. She did my taxes for me, saved me a lot of money. Went through different channels. That was great. And also, she's a part-time psychic.
You said she was psychic too, right? Like the tax thing is like a side job. She's primarily a psychic who hunts ghouls and demons and ghosts.
We all do things. We all have hobbies. Hers is talking to the dead and like feeling energies and stuff.
Can she help us? And he's like, give her a call.
Gave her a call when we didn't know what else to do. It's pretty much the first thing we did. We knew something was up, so we're like, we better get someone who can contact the dead.
Oh, in particular, I am a tactile possessionist, which means when I touch things, I can sense if they are possessed with a sentient force. There's movement here. When the electrical fields become disturbed, you can see strange activity in people, in animals, in plants even sometimes. They can lose their minds as well.
She came over, she blessed the house, she came over, blah, blah, blah. And that's how I knew she was a real deal. She was a real psychic.
So if you are in a space, our bodies are all run on electricity, you leave an electrical imprint on the space where you live. There's a negativity in this space.
Making fun of everything that we had on the walls.
That is disturbing. Why do you have all these dolls in here?
Because I collect dolls, just a fact.
It was almost like everything in our apartment was possessed.
There's a presence in this hallway.
I think we have a pretty cool pad, if I'm being completely honest. She didn't think so. So she left, she stormed out. I assume it was something evil related.
I'm so sorry, I really can't be here. I have to go.
What'd you see in that closet?
I looked in that closet every day. I don't get scared.
What the heck was the problem?
What was in there? And then it wasn't until the next time she came back that she explained that it really was something evil.
Listen, I had to come back. That place, the apartment you live in is just filled with evil, and I couldn't let you stay there like that.
Can you please help us?
You called us back. What do you want?
What did you find out?
The doll in that cupboard is just, it is the root of all of this. There is something horribly evil attached to it.
Listen, I knew he was a funky boy collecting all these dolls, but I didn't know he was possessed by some dang doll.
There's a spirit inside of that doll. And when I looked at it, I saw a whole vision of this awful violence, this murder, this...
It has been a nightmare living with him. He's been getting worse and worse. It's honestly like it's not him at all. Like you were talking about, like we were talking ghosts and goblins and stuff.
Goblins.
It's gotta be a goblin.
There was a woman named Lucy.
Lucy, you talking about his girlfriend?
That's
his
his
mysterious
girlfriend.
girlfriend?
Mysterious.
We've never met as
never
his best
met
friends.
ever.
He's never introduced us, and he stays at her house all the time, and he's always talking about her and like moaning her name real creep.
You're saying he's in love with the doll?
She was such a sweet lady. She was kind to everyone. She loved animals. She loved dolls. Her favorite food was macaroni and cheese.
Let me get that one more time. Mac and cheese?
She was the kindest person, but she was married to a horrible, jealous man named Richard.
Wait, Richard? That's some murderer's name.
That's a murderer's name.
He thought that she was cheating on him and walked in on her and just shot her like 50 times. After he shot her, he went in the kitchen and got a butcher knife, came back and stabbed her 50 times. And then he took her pantyhose and made a noose and tied it around her neck and strangled her for as long as he felt like. It was like 2 hours. After she died, Lucy's spirit attached to one of the dolls in the room that was watching the murder. Richard, I mean, some people are just, they're so deformed in their spirit that they attach to things like that. And he could sense her in that doll, and he was still so jealous that he's attached to it. I went to a very spooky library where they have all sorts of archives about murders and things. This is a picture of Lucy and Richard. When the doll went to your apartment, Richard came with it, and I think he is possessing your friend and lashing out through Facebook.
I didn't friend Richard on Facebook. I friended Brian.
I've scrolled through your friend's Facebook. It's really lame. It's like bad jokes. Your friend is just pathetic. He's not even trying. There's nothing in there. Richard doesn't have to do anything to do this. He just was ripe for it. Ryan Kesselin is a weak baby boy. He's like barely a man.
Listen, we gotta get the boy back.
I don't know what you can do. You can try an exorcism.
Exorcism?
You need to force Richard out of his body and banish his soul to the depths of hell forever.
Here's the thing. I've done a lot of things. I'm a man of many talents, many skills,
You
done
have
a
no
lot
idea.
of trades.
No idea.
I gotta tell you, you look at my long resume, Exorcist ain't gonna be on it, okay?
I can show you how.